Hello everyone, welcome to our crash course lecture. So today we will discuss theories of social stratification. In the earlier lecture, we had already done with our structural functionalist theory. In this lecture, we will cover two theories. The first one is conflict theory of stratification, and the second one is Weberian trinitarian model. Okay, so theories of social stratification, there are three theories. The first one is structural functionalist theory. The second is conflict theory. And the third one is Weberian trinitarian model. Okay. So theories of social stratification, there are three theories. The first one is the structural functionalist theory, the second is conflict, the third one is Weberian trinitarian model. In the earlier lecture, we had done with our structural functionalist theory. It means that stratification is good for the society. Why stratification? Means division in the society is good because it promote or it is able to make the society stable. Structural functionalist theory means stratification is functional for the society because stratification has one major function: to meet the most talented person with the most functionally desirable position. So this is structural functionalist theory. So before going to discuss the conflict theory and Weberian trinitarian model, it is very important to write the introduction. In introduction, we had mentioned what do you mean by stratification. So intro. And the best way for the introduction is definition. Definition of stratification. So stratification definition: a system in which society categorizes peoples and arranges them in a hierarchy. A system in which society categorized people and arranged them in a hierarchy. Okay, so definition of stratification: a system in which society categorize people and arrange them in a hierarchy. एक ऐसा सिस्टम है जिसमें सोसाइटी लोगों को डिवाइड करता है on the basis of subjective criteria and objective criteria. Objective means wealth, power, money. Subjective criteria on the basis of your gender, race, religion, caste, and arrange them in a hierarchy means system of command and obedience. So this would be your definition. So structural functionalist theory means stratification is good for the society. We are going to study our second most important theory, conflict theory of stratification. Conflict theory of stratification. This is very important, and the conflict theory of stratification is given by Karl Marx. So he said that stratification is not functional for the society. Stratification is dysfunctional for the society. Stratification is dysfunctional for the society. Stratification is dysfunctional for the society. और functionalist theory क्या बोलते हैं? Stratification is good for the society. He said that why stratification is dysfunctional for the society? Because it is created by the haves to subjugate the have-nots. Created by haves to subjugate have-nots. ओके, स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन ऐसा होता है कि इट इज क्रिएटेड बाय द हैव्स. मींस हमने 5 तरीके की सोसाइटी पढ़ी है ना, 5 टाइप ऑफ सोसाइटी. द फर्स्ट इज प्रिमिटिव कम्युनिज्म, द सेकंड इज एंशिएंट सोसाइटी, the third one is feudal society, the fourth one is capitalist society, and the fifth one is communism. So in primitive communism there is system of equality because there is no surplus production. No surplus production. And what do you mean by communism? A system of equality means dictatorship of the proletariat. Dictatorship of proletariat. So in ancient feudal and capitalist society there is division of society between two classes. This one is master and slaves. This is serfs and lords, and this is bourgeois and proletariat. Okay, बुर्जुआ एंड प्रोलेटरिएट. तो इन्हीं तीन सोसाइटी में डिवीजन होता है. सो व्हाई स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इज डिसफंक्शनल फॉर द सोसाइटी? बिकॉज इट इज क्रिएटेड बाय हैव्स टू सबजुगेट द हैव नॉट्स. सो इनिशियली नो सरप्लस प्रोडक्शन. विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम देयर इज डेवलपमेंट ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर एंड लैंड एंड एनिमल्स एंड देन देयर इज सरप्लस प्रोडक्शन. जब सरप्लस प्रोडक्शन हुआ सो देयर इज फाइट टू जस्ट कैप्चर दैट सरप्लस प्रोडक्शन. वन इज इमर्जेस एज विनर, उनको हैव्स बोलते हैं. दोज हु इमर्जेस एज विनर्स दे आर कॉल्ड हैव्स, एंड दोज हु are losers they are called have-nots. Haves were always in minority and have-nots were always in majority. तो ये बोलता है stratification में कि it is a system created by the haves to subjugate have-nots. ये उनके द्वारा क्रिएट किया है जो सोसाइटी में इकोनॉमिक वेल्थ क्रिएट करके अपने पास रखते हैं. किसको एक्सप्लॉइट करने के लिए? have-nots को. So it is not functional for the society. The first, it is dysfunctional for the society and created by haves to subjugate the have-nots. Okay, now the third important point which we had to mention in the conflict theory of religion is conflict theory of stratification is it promotes the idea of dominant class. Third point, promotes the idea of dominant class. Stratification क्या करता है? इट प्रमोट्स द आइडिया ऑफ डोमिनेंट क्लास. फॉर एग्जांपल इन इंडिया, अब इंडिया में ब्राह्मण्स एंड दलित्स, तो हमारे मनुस्मृति और कई सारे ऐसे मतलब जो हमारे पुरानी गाथाएं हैं, पुराण से 18 पुराण्स, तो उसमें ऐसा मेंशन किया गया है कि द ब्राह्मण्स आर सुपीरियर. वी हैड टू प्रे इन एवरी कंडीशंस. ब्राह्मण सुपीरियर होते हैं और हमें उन्हें प्रे ही करना चाहिए. तो उसमें ऐसा डिवीजन हुआ है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर ओरिजिन कि विष्णु है, उनके मस्तिष्क से ब्राह्मण निकले हैं, भुजाओं से क्षत्रिय, विद देयर स्टमक वैश्य एंड देयर थाइस शूद्रस. तो इट प्रमोट्स द आइडिया ऑफ डोमिनेंट क्लास. मतलब उस समय के डोमिनेंट क्लास ब्राह्मण थे, उन्होंने जो आइडिया बनाया उसी को प्रमोट करता है स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन थ्योरी. ओके, तो प्रमोट करता है, तो इट क्रिएट्स सिस्टम ऑफ इनइक्वालिटी इन द सोसाइटी एंड इट लीड्स टू एक्सप्लॉयटेशंस ऑफ द पीपल हु आर एट द लोअर स्ट्रेटा ऑफ द सोसाइटी. दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इज नॉट गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी. ओके, फंक्शनलिस्ट थ्योरी, स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इज गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी बिकॉज ऑफ effective role and performance. And what this conflict theory said that Karl Marx, it is an exploitative mechanism created by haves to subjugate have-nots. Okay, and the last one we are going to study the conflict. ये तो समझ में आ गया. Now the last thinker or the last theory which is related to theories of stratification is Weberian trinitarian model. Weberian trinitarian model. He said that कि okay, fine. कोई बोलता है कि stratification is good for the society. Someone is saying conflict theory, stratification is not good for the society or dysfunctional for the society. He said that कि जैसे कार्ल मार्क्स ने बोला था कि economic play an important role in the stratification in the society, तो उन्होंने बोला था always economic is not playing an important role to make stratification in the society. He gave 3 independent concepts that makes his theory of stratification. He gave 3 independent concepts. The first is class, the second is status, the third one is party. ओके, क्लास, स्टेटस एंड पार्टी, वेबेरियन ट्राइनिटेरियन मॉडल, मतलब तीन उनका इंडिपेंडेंट है। तो वो बोलते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ क्लास देयर मे बी द स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन ऑफ द सोसाइटी, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ स्टेटस देयर मे बी स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इन द सोसाइटी, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ पार्टी देयर मे बी स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इन द सोसाइटी, और द इंटरप्ले बिटवीन ऑल these three phenomena led to stratification in the society. So we are going to study all the three phenomena in detail. Okay, the first one is class. Okay, the first is class. So what Karl Marx said, he said that there is always division in the society in two classes. The first is have and the second is have nots. हमने देख लिया, एंशियंट हो, मेडिवल हो, एंशियंट हो, फ्यूडल हो या कैपिटलिस्ट सोसाइटी हो। एंशियंट हो तो मास्टर एंड स्लेव्स होगा, इफ देयर इज अ फ्यूडल सोसाइटी तो सर्व्स एंड लॉर्ड्स होगा, एंड इफ इट्स अ कैपिटलिस्ट सोसाइटी तो बुर्जुआ होंगे एंड प्रोलेटेरिएट होंगे। बट देयर इज ऑलवेज टू क्लासेस इन द सोसाइटी, and that is determined by the that is determined on the basis of economic criteria. What Weber said that it is the market situation of an individual. Class is just a market situation of an individual in a society. Market situation of an individual in a society. Those who are sharing similar market situation, they falls into the category of same class, similar market situation. Similar market situation creates same class. और उन्होंने बोल दिया था it is just the situation of an individual, okay, market situation of an individual, and if the market situation is similar then it creates same classes. And he said that in class there are basically four classes in an industrial society. Weberian trinitarian model, there are four classes in an industrial society. Four classes, okay, four classes in an industrial society. The first is propertied upper class, जिनके पास प्रॉपर्टी होती है, अपर क्लास, प्रॉपर्टी लेस व्हाइट कॉलर वर्कर्स, the third one is bourgeois, the fourth one is manual laborers. Okay, he said that in class there are always four division. In industrial society classes there are four division. The first is propertied upper class, वो upper class जिनके पास प्रॉपर्टी होता है, wealth accumulate करते हैं. The second one is propertyless white collar worker, मतलब जो व्हाइट कॉलर जॉब करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर आप इन्फोसिस में, विप्रो में, टीसीएस में काम करते हो तो यू आर नॉट ओनिंग दैट फर्म बट यू आर वर्किंग एज अ मैनेजर और समवॉट स्टाफ इन दैट फर्म. सो प्रॉपर्टीलेस, प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है, इट्स अ व्हाइट कॉलर वर्कर. द थर्ड इज बुर्जुआ, प्रोलेटेरिएट बुर्जुआ लाइक कार्ल मार्क्स, ओनिंग क्लास. एंड द लास्ट वन इज मैनुअल लेबर्स हु आर सेलिंग देयर लेबर in to gain wages. They are selling their labor to gain wages. So classes, four division. He said that the first trinitarian model classes, that the stratification is in the society is based on three independent phenomena. The first is class. Then second, he said that the second independent concept is status. So what do you mean by status? It represents the social honor, prestige in the society. It represents social honor, prestige and influence in the society. Social honor and prestige in the society. Okay. So what is status? Social honor and prestige in the society. वी कैनॉट इक्वेट इट इन इकोनॉमिक टर्म्स, ठीक ना। ये इंसान का प्रेस्टीज, सोशल ऑनर क्या है सोसाइटी में, वो रिप्रेजेंट करता है। एंड स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इज ऑल्सो द बेसिस ऑफ, स्टेटस इज ऑल्सो अ बेस फॉर स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इन द सोसाइटी। बेस्ट एग्जांपल हिंदू कास्ट सिस्टम, वन ऑफ द फाइनेस्ट एग्जांपल हिंदू कास्ट सिस्टम। अब हिंदू कास्ट सिस्टम में फॉर एग्जाम्पल ब्राह्मण हो, क्षत्रिय हो, दलित हो, शूद्र हो, वैश्य हो, जो भी हो, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर वन थिंग कि ब्राह्मण्स को हमेशा हायर अथॉरिटी, उनको बहुत ज्यादा रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है। इवन अ ब्राह्मण हु हैज अ वेरी लो अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, जिनके पास प्रॉपर्टी नहीं हो, इवन अ बेगर ब्राह्मण हैड अ सेम सोशल स्टेटस लाइक अ ब्राह्मण हु हैज अ लॉट्स ऑफ वेल्थ। जो कृष्ण और सुदामा की स्टोरी आपने सुना होगा, कृष्ण और सुदामा, तो सुदामा ब्राह्मण थे, भले ही वो गरीब थे, बट वी आर जस्ट गोइंग टू देयर फीड बिकॉज ऑफ देयर सोशल स्टेटस। तो ब्राह्मणों का सोशल स्टेटस बहुत हाई है। इन प्री यूरोपियन सोसाइटी, उन्होंने बोला था प्री यूरोपियन सोसाइटी, देयर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ प्लेसेस। द फर्स्ट वन इज पब्लिकन एंड द सेकंड वन इज पैट्रिकन, and the second is patrician. He said that patrician were occupied by the elite class and they are just the center of a city. Elite class and at center of city. And what is publican? They are lower class and at periphery of the city. Okay, he said that for example Jews, they are economically wealthier section in Germany. Germany में Jews economically wealthier, but socially or social status very weak. ओके, तो जर्मनी में उन्होंने ऑब्जर्व किया कि ज्यूज कम्युनिटी है, उसके पास लॉट्स ऑफ वेल्थ है, बट उनका स्टेटस उतना अच्छा नहीं है। डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर रेस, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर अपीयरेंस, और वो भी एक स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन का फॉर्म है। इकोनॉमिक तो है बट सोशल स्टेटस उनका बहुत ज्यादा वीक है। ओके, सो द वेबर स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन मॉडल, द फर्स्ट वन इज क्लास एंड द सेकंड वन इज स्टेटस, मींस योर ऑनर, प्रेस्टीज एंड इन्फ्लुएंस इन द सोसाइटी। द थर्ड व्हिच फॉर्म्स द बेसिस ऑफ स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन इन द सोसाइटी इज पार्टी। पार्टी, ये वो वाला पार्टी नहीं है, पार्टी छाटी वाले। दिस इज पार्टी, इट्स अ ग्रुप ऑफ इंडिविजुअल, डेफिनेशन हम लिखेंगे इसका, इट्स अ ग्रुप ऑफ इंडिविजुअल विच आर held together by some forces or which organize themselves to influence the government and its policy in favor of him. Okay, group of individual it's a group of individual organize themselves to influence government policies in their own favor. The best example may be the pressure groups, the political groups, economic groups, etc. Okay, so what do you mean by party? It's a group of individual who organize themselves to influence the government in favor, in their own favor. For example, कोई भी जो कैपिटलिस्ट सोसाइटी होती है उसमें जो इकोनॉमिक्स्ट जो ग्रुपिंग होती है, जैसे एक्शॉम इंटरनेशनल है, चाहे बड़े बड़े लॉबियाज बनती हैं जो कैपिटलिस्ट लोगों की, दे आर ऑर्गेनाइजिंग देमसेल्फ एंड जस्ट इन्फ्लुएंसिंग द गवर्नमेंट फॉर देयर ओन फेवर, to have their policy in their own favor, and that leads to discrimination in the society. So what Weber said that In nutshell, there are three phenomena that led to the stratification in the society, and it is not only on the economic criteria. It may be on the basis of your class, on the basis of status, and on the basis of party, and this is called Weber Trinitarian model. So we are going to revise our whole concept कि कैसे हमने क्या पढ़ा. The first one, what is stratification? Means a system in which society categorize the people and arrange them in a hierarchy. It is based on two criteria, objective है, subjective है. Objective means quantification in the sense earning, economy, and subjective means your race, class, and gender. Stratification intro over. So there are three models. The first one is structural functionalist theory, structural functional model given by Davis and Moray. What he said that stratification is functional for the society because it helps us to meet the most talented person with the effectively most prestigious function of a society, the most talented person with the most prestigious position in the society. That is the reason why stratification is good for the society. Conflict theory said that no, it is an exploitative mechanism created by haves to subjugate the have-nots. Okay, it is exploitative in nature. It promotes the idea of the dominant class. It promotes inequality in the society. Okay, now at last, Weber Trinitarian model. What he said that conflict theory and now Weber Trinitarian model. He said that there are three independent phenomena in the society that led to stratification in the society. The first one is class. Okay, that is somewhat related to Karl Marx class also. In this, he said that in class it represent the similar market situation of an individual, and he said that in the modern industrial society there are four classes. The first one is propertied upper class, the second one is propertyless white collar workers, the third one is bourgeois, and the fourth one is manual workers, and that led to stratification of society. The second one is status, which is very important. It represents your social prestige, social honor, power, and influence in the society, and in this way status form the most important form of stratification in the society. And in status we had given the examples of Jewish people, and in India Hindu social organization or Hindu caste system. The last one is party. Party means a group of individuals. Party. The last one is party, means a group of individuals who are just organizing themselves to influence the government, to make some favor in their own, to make some favorable policy in their own benefit, and they can be a economic lobby, political lobby, a pressure group, or whatever. So there are three independence criteria in the society. That is your class, that is your status, and at last your party, that led to the stratification in society. So this is all about the concept leads to stratification, theories of stratification in society. Okay, so UPSC will ask you if in 10 marker question, then definitely what is structural functionalist theory, or what is conflict theory, or what is Weberian Trinitarian model. These are the three independent theories related to stratification, social stratification in the society. If they will ask you in 10 marker question, then definitely 20 marker question, then definitely you had to write all the concept in detail with examples. That led to very good marks in sociology. So this is all about unit 5 theories of stratification. And always remember one thing, once you complete your unit 1, 2 and 3 and at last 4, with the help of these 4 units, definitely you will score more than 150 in your optional paper 1. But after unit 4, unit 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there are approx 10 concepts, 10 to 12, at max 12 concept जिसे आपको पढ़ना है. तो आपको बाकी सब, इफ यू अवॉइड दैट कॉन्सेप्ट, तभी भी आपके नंबर बहुत अच्छे बन सकते हैं, जिसमें ये एक है थ्योरीज ऑफ सोशल स्ट्रेटिफिकेशन. आगे हम लोग देखेंगे व्हाट इज मोबिलिटी, then what is formal and informal organization of workforce, then theories related to power, theories related to religion, family का concept जो हर साल आता है, and social change in modern India or social change in the society. So this is all about today's lecture and the lecture related to theories of stratification. This is all about today's class. Thank you so much.